So on the start line here at Sheffield, Jan, you were saying it's been quite a while since you were here and you graced this track, but just when you come here, I guess, regularly, when you watch it regularly on the telly, not that much changes about Sheffield, does it? The style or the shape?
No, this is such a great track, and obviously it's got a vast history as well. But as a rider and as a spectator, it's a fantastic track. It's excellent to ride, usually, when it's well prepared, which it looks like.
Did you always go well?
I had my moments, and I also had my not so great moments. But I always look forward to coming here. It's always been a nice place. The people here are really nice as well, and it's always entertaining racing.
Looking at the starts, obviously we all know in Speedway the starts are really half the battle for winning races, but you don't necessarily have to make the start, but you do need a fast bike, don't you?
Oh yeah.
So you're winning the toss today. Where are you going, looking on the first look here?
I would definitely go. We can see they've been dug up a little bit and tyre packed, which is nice. As we look on the inside here, the inside's always good, especially early on. If we can just do a little bit of a dig, it's got some nice tacky moisture in there, plenty of moisture in the whole track, which is great, because it's.
And we've not had a lot of rain, have we? Let's be honest. We're what I think coming up on my car today, it said something like 22 degrees as I got closer to Yorkshire.
Yeah.
Never been known. So we're up against it really with regards to the heat and there being no rain. So they need a lot of water here tonight, don't
Absolutely, and you can feel there's a little bit of wind blowing as well, which is going to dry everything
it out. Yeah.
But I would imagine that they would have the crop sprayer on it before it tapes up.
Yeah.
But no, the start area looks excellent. Later on in the meeting, the outside gates will be good, but definitely early on, it's a relatively short run to the first turn for such a big track.
Well, yeah, because it's quite surprising, really. It kind of catches you out a little bit, I suppose, because the size and the shape that we talk about a lot, that we go on about with Sheffield, but it is. Once, just a few yards and you're ready to turn that bike, so you need to be out the box quick.
Yes, exactly. Obviously, as you know, starts are ultra important anywhere we ride, but here there is good chance you can come from behind as well. But yeah, definitely the first few races you want to be on the inside, want to be here up against the curb, just letting the bike run as much as possible, keeping the wheels in line and keeping your speed up, and obviously building speed as the race goes on.
We saw on BSN some great races here when we covered meetings at Owlerton in 2024. So as you were saying, the inside probably vital to start with, but the outside, how does that shape up? It's usually as the meeting goes on and that's where the dirt will be, like most tracks, but here at Sheffield you can get a right old go, can't you, on the second corner?
Absolutely, and as we can maybe see from the pictures, it's got some banking, which does hold you up a little bit and does aid in trying to build up the speed as the race goes on. But the thing about Sheffield, which is both good and bad, is there's nowhere to hide. If you go out front, you have better go like the clappers to ensure that you're staying out front, because especially the home guys, they have this place got dialed in.
Yeah.
But as the race goes on, as you build up more speed, you don't want to be scrubbing off too much of it, so you tend to let the bike run. And we can see if we go out here later on in the match, this is where you're going to be riding, and it's not far from that air fence. But this is where the fast lines are as the meeting wears on and the dirt builds up on the outside.
It's not always apparent when we watch it on television, but I must tell you, once you walk from the inside, there is definitely that banking.
Oh, yeah.
You feel yourself going up towards the air fence. Is that something that is good for the size of the track and the speed of the bike? Because there are some tracks that can kind of suck you towards the air fence, but here with that little bit of banking, probably you're a little bit more in control.
It tends to hold you up a bit more, so you can sort of, as if you're really building up some speed and really going for it, you can sort of feel that you're getting pressed into the seat a little bit, which is what you want.
Yeah, and I suppose that leads us nicely then, you being pressed into the seat to come out of turn 2 and get your wheels in line for the back straight.
That's
where I think before we started doing our track walk, we were talking about the dark arts of the back straight here at Sheffield.
Oh, yes.
Can we elaborate on that a little bit?
Yeah, so roughly, we're a little bit past it now, but we're roughly at the apex of the corner.
Sure.
Where you will want to have made your turn. So from here on out, it's all about keeping your wheels in line and really not scrubbing off any speed at all. You'd want to just kiss the curb on the way out of the corner. And this is where your statement comes in with the dark arts of the second turn, because you can pretty much run all the way down by the curb down the straights.
Okay.
And Sheffield is a bit of a D shape.
Yeah, I was going to come to that. Everybody talks about the D shape. As a rider, can it catch you out?
Yeah, because you will find that some of the riders will be sliding down the straights.
Yeah.
Other riders will be riding in the middle down the straights, which opens up a wide door for a potential pass on the outside.
Wow.
But as we come here, going out the second corner, you can run both high where we're walking right now.
Well, I think if we look down that straight, you can see there's I say straight, it's not much of a straight. You can definitely see there is more of a curve on the inside curb there. So
yes.
that's where the D shape comes in here at Sheffield.
Yes, and you can see there's like a natural fall in the track a little bit. So the third turn opens up a whole array of different race lines. Experienced viewers will recognise the name Peter Carr, the B52.
Indeed. Yes, that's right. Yes,
he could come up right along the curb all the way down the straight and dive under the opposition going into the corner. Obviously, other home riders did the same thing, but he was kind of
he was the master at it, wasn't it?
Yes,
Something that he practiced and perfected, as many Sheffield fans and other Speedway fans would have seen. But how would I know it's very early doors in the season, and Sheffield had a great win here against Birmingham last week. But how would Kings Lynn come to this and try to prepare? Because, as I said, it's a big track. It's kind of different to the Adrian Flux Arena.
Yep.
It's a bit bigger than that. So what would be in their minds driving up in the van?
Well, I think they're looking forward to it because it's a good racetrack. It's always nicely prepared. Kings Lynn is a little bit smaller and it rides like a smaller track, whereas this doesn't. I can't remember the length of Kings Lynn off the top of my head, sorry, but I think
somebody will know. Somebody watching will know that,
yeah.
And put it on our BSN messages, and then we'll get to that later. So if you know, thank you for letting us know in advance. But
Kings Lynn is a bit more of a conventional speedway track where you really have to brake the bike in the corners, whereas here it's all about not braking the bike. You have to really let it run as much as you can to keep up your speed.
Sure. Well, it certainly looks like we're in for a great night of Speedway. We've been walking, I've been doing a bit of slipping and sliding coming off that second bend, so there is a lot of water that they've put down. We'll probably have to put some more down as well, as Jan was saying when we were around by the start, because there is just, even though it's a warm day, there's that bit of breeze as well. But it's all lending itself to be an entertaining battle when Sheffield take on Kings Lynn in the Rowe Motor Oil Premiership here at Arlington this evening.